So I see Jill and Kevin in the room. So Jill Fa and Kevin, hello. And I am going to do the proper introduction. Jill is one of our celebrity speakers. We're so grateful, and I'm so grateful. I got to meet her through another rock star, literally Darby Mills. So Jill Fa is a singer-songwriter of moving lines from the beautiful Okanagan, BC. And if you don't know where BC is, or you don't know where the Okanagan is, it's where I live, just up a little bit, but in British Columbia in Canada. She has acted in theaters, performed in show choirs, sung in a Neil Young tribute band, as well as playing in her own classic rock cover band. Through years of vocal training, her vocal range reaches 4.5 octaves, singing styles that include rock, blues, and opera styles. Jill and her husband, Kevin, run their audio production company in their professional home studio. Since April 2021, they have been featured in Grimes Magazine, Lazy Indie Magazine, I love that name, Lazy Indie Magazine, as well as Worldwide Radio Play in Canada, UK, New Zealand, Australia, France, Berlin, Japan, and so much more. Hard work and love for music feeds their souls and continues to write, which allows them to continue and write and send their music into the world. Moving Lines Band brings a classic vibe from decades gone by that's both inspirational and expressive, creating music that makes you feel free. So thank you both for being here today. Kevin, aren't you so glad you were here for the last speaker? I was like, I'm like, I'm going to play guitar here. So welcome to the stage. Welcome to I know that you've been on many, many stages, both of you, but welcome to the Stand Up, Speak Up, and Show Up stage.
Thank you. Yeah, it's great to be here. How was everybody doing today?
Good, good, good. Jazz hands, jazz hands. So we have everyone on mute unless, yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for being here, both of you. You do so much in music. Maybe give us a little bit of your history on how this happened. And did you always play music together, or how did that come together? Give us a little background and share so we can follow you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I guess we both individually, we've always done music since we were young. I grew up in a family where I guess what you used to call it kitchen singers and kitchen players. So my dad would play guitar and mandolin, and he played multiple instruments, and my mom would sing and my sister would sing, and we would all harmonize and all that stuff in the kitchen, right? So that's kind of where it started. I guess just growing up in that environment. And as I got older, I did some theater, some musical theater, some show choirs, and we're actually revamping the Neil Young tribute band again this year, which it's a lot of fun. And then we also joined our own cover band. So we do, like Heart and Journey, stuff like that, right? And then COVID hit, and it was a good opportunity for us to slow down. And we're like, what are we going to do? We're so used to working 7 days a week. And it was crazy. So we actually had time to work on our original music. So that was really exciting, actually, that we had time to actually breathe and be creative, because they go together, basically.
Wow, that's awesome. And how did you two start playing? Like, when did you start playing together? Were you both part of that tribute band, or when did you guys decide to?
Yeah, so I don't know if you can hear me all that well, but I got to bend down to use the microphone.
Yeah, you got to talk loud, unless it's just
louder.
me.
There we go. Is that better?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. Jill, tell the story. All right. So is that better if I do that?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I mean, I can turn it up a little bit here for me.
Okay.
I think, Jill, you've got the mic on that one.
On the bigger mic. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I had joined a band that was I was the drummer of, and the bass player that was in our band kind of we joined together because we thought, well, we fit together really well, but not with the other guys. So he gave me a call one night and he said, hey, there's a guy looking for a Neil Young tribute band to start up, and he wants to know if you want to drum for it. And I thought, oh geez, Neil Young, I don't know, I'm not really big into Neil Young, but yeah, what the heck, right? I like drumming. So I went, and that night he actually asked me, he said, hey, do you know any female singers? And I said, well, my wife sings, so yeah. So that's how it kind of started. And after that, we just kind of branched off and started doing our own thing as just a two-piece band. I did all the backing tracks and stuff for all the shows that we did. And then we, got 2 other guys in the band for the classic rock thing, and then, like Jill said, when COVID hit, that's kind of when our original stuff started coming to play.
Wow, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, look, let's get right into it because I told everyone that you were going to sing. And after listening to that intro of all those octaves you have, do you want to share with us a little bit, maybe a bit about the song you're going to share with us, or?
Sure, I will. Actually, what we're going to start with, it's called Inside My Head. And every time we write, we kind of have a funny story because we're connected on multiple levels, right? So sometimes I'll be in another room and he's playing something and then I kind of hear it. So I'll do all the lyrics and the melody and he does the instrumental, and somehow they just all kind of come together. So we're sitting there writing it and we're like, okay, well, what are we going to call it? And Kevin's like, I don't know, whatever's inside your head. And I said, that's it. And he said, what's it? And I said, that's the name of the song.
It's about procrastination.
And it's also about, well, when we write, it's about multiple things. So we write a basic story, and then it's open enough so that anybody can interpret it. But basically, it's about procrastination. You know, you're always going to put something off. You're dreaming about, oh, I got to do these million things, right? All these ladies that are here today know that story, right? You're like, I got to do this and that and that and that. And then sometimes you're like, not today. Right? So you always have that feeling like, you know, you're motivated and you're not. You're like, maybe tomorrow. But it's also about, you know, those moments, also about music, when you listen to music and then that motivates you, right? So I guess it's basically what it's about.
Awesome. Well, let's, get ready. Let's hear some music.
All right.
Okay. And this one's big in New Zealand too, and Australia right now. I keep my sanity up inside my mind. Oh, the way I feel is shaking up the lines. Just don't know why. Oh, the calamity is blinded by my sight. Oh, the way I feel is darker than the night. I think I see the light when I sing about all the things I hear. It's just another day. I'll pass the time away. Take a step today, it won't hurt, they say, but I feel the worst. Oh, I could change my life, maybe not today. There's a place I see deep in my fantasy. Oh, I feel so free, and sell me a piece of faith. I need it right away. When I sing about all the things I hear, it's just another day. Pass the time away. There's a voice inside my head. Can you hear it scream? You will be okay. I try to make it my way. It's just another day. I'll pass the time away. When all the things I hear outside. It's just another day. I'll pass the time away. When I sing about all the things I hear inside my head.
Oh my gosh, amazing. We get to do jazz hands, Jansen's. I know you're not going to hear everyone clapping. I'm sure you've heard many people clapping before. That was phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow, very cool. Very cool. Where can people find that song? Like where have you got it?
We have an all streaming, so you can go at Moving Lines Band, and I've also added a link tree in the chat. I can add it again in there, but you can go. That it takes you to YouTube, Bandcamp, which is the best for supporting musicians because 90% of that goes directly to us, and you get a high quality a product also through Bandcamp. I guess anywhere you go, if you have Spotify or Deezer or Apple or anywhere that you can get music, you can find us on there. And we're also on the radio, I guess, all over the world. Like Galaxy in New Zealand, they play our stuff all the time. And Australia, UK, you name it. So we're out there.
You're out there. Well, I wanted to ask that specifically because I know a lot of people that come on in different industries, they talk about it's better to support us here. Like, I'm glad you mentioned Bandcamp, right? Because you know, there's like lots of word on the street about how much you really do get when you go to Spotify, which is not a whole lot. Doesn't mean, you know, and just where is the best place to go? How can you support people in the music? How can you, I mean, I think you're going to have another song for us, but are you doing another song? Yeah. So before we go to another song, maybe you can share with us, like, how can people support people in music or women in music or local music, or just give it, you know?
Yeah, well, definitely, like I said, Bandcamp. Number one, if you have any musician that you like, I'm pretty much guaranteed that most of the artists are going to be on Bandcamp. And of course, we have a digital tip jar. So anywhere in the world, or if we do shows, you can go through our link tree, and then you can add tips directly on there. You can buy all of our music, the links to everything on there. We don't have any merch yet, but we are getting some more merch. But if anybody has merch, or when we get merch online, that is a really great way to support musicians. And I think if you can, the best is to come and actually see us live. I think that's always the best connection, because I think what we have and what we can give to our audience is more than just the music, right? It's a part of an experience, and we try to tell a story, and that energy comes into the audience, right? So it's because we love music, I guess, so much. So yeah, come to see us if you can, and then any way you can support us, we appreciate all of it. It's all wonderful.
Yeah, and I know, I think it's important to talk about that. Even I'm loving seeing podcasters putting things like Patreon, and you've got the digital, you know, you've got the digital tip jar, which I think is super important, because I think we all know that the arts has had, you know, it's had its funk around ROI financially and with the creative. And I think it's all, you know, whether artists have been hit just recently from our, you know, this worldwide health condition or not, even beforehand, we all had this idea, right, of starving artists or what have you. And it's difficult at times. And I think that we don't always remember, when we're looking at a piece of art or when we're listening to music, just what really goes into that. I think we know intellectualize, but for example, how much music do we listen to? How many people do we want to support? And sometimes things that we donate to, when we can actually, that can be part of our gifting, right? Like, you know, my son's, like, when I see someone busking on the street, my son's like, okay, I'll just wait. Right. Because he knows I'm going to go put some money in, whether it's my total, kind of jam or not. Right. It's just like, what can we do on a smaller and a bigger scale? But I don't want to delay you being able to share. I think you're going to be able to sing one more song with us today. Yeah.
Yes, we are. We're
all right. Let's do it.
This one has been, I guess, our our biggest song. It was our very first single that we released, and it has the biggest message, and it's called Dreams Will Never Die, because I think that's something that we all need to live by, and we all need to remind ourselves every day, whatever your dream is, to not let it die. And the interesting part about the story is when we wrote it, it it's based on how my parents met, and everybody has that story. Oh, how did your parents meet, and that sort of a thing, right? Like, what's your life story? So it's my mom and dad. They met basically seeing each other on the street, right? And then my mom had disappeared. She went down to Wichita, and my dad actually found out through some people where she was. He went down there, proposed, and married her down there. So it was a really neat story. And then in the song at the very end is about me and my life and me and Kevin and our dreams, that we don't let them die. And it's also open enough to anybody to just realize that your dreams are important. And if you can plan and put your goals in place, they can become a reality. So that's basically what it's about.
Oh, you had me at number one with the story. So absolutely can't wait.
Yeah, yeah. Just a story of a girl next door. Oh, I know you've heard it all before. Dreaming of a world, a place I could be. Oh, if someone would follow me. Never thought my life would change at all. I'm staring at the same old walls, and then I saw him driving by. She said, my dreams will never die. Yeah, yeah. Out for a drive in my sleepy town, nothing new is ever going down. Wait now, who is she? I want more. Then she disappeared behind that door. Oh, I heard she moved on out of town. I knew I had to track her down. I drove her night just to make her mine. He said, my dreams will never die. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Well, that little girl grew up, she moved out of town. Her parents told her, make us proud. Dreaming of a world, a place I could be. And always someone would care for me. And then fate called in destiny. Oh, my dreams will never die. My dreams would never die. My dreams would never die. My dreams would never die.
Jazz has jazz hands, hearts, 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 hearts. Oh my goodness. So incredible. Can definitely see why that would be a major hit. Oh my goodness. So good, so good.
Thank you.
I feel so full. I feel so inspired. Music is just like, I don't know, music's kind of like a drug for me, but I'm sure like everybody. Look, before we kind of wrap up with you, Jill and Kevin, is there anything that you want to share? I mean, we could listen to you all day, but here we are. Is there anything that you'd like to share before we say goodbye?
I guess we just want to say about music. We call ourselves painters of sound. So I want everyone, every time that you listen to music, we want you to close your eyes and imagine what is painting in your mind, and how is it created, right? As if you saw a painting on the wall. Music is art, and that's kind of what we're creating. So whether it's our music and anyone else's music, treat it like a piece of art.
And I
And
think it's important too to remember that, like, if you think about no music in life, watch a commercial, turn off the sound, and see how boring that is, right? I think music's super important, and it's being taken away from schools and all kinds of stuff, and I think that's not a good thing. But in general, I mean, if you support musicians, we just keep doing what we love doing. You guys get to listen, and that's exactly what we want, is just that love to spread and to enjoy the music and dance like nobody's watching, right?
that's right. Music is our life, and it's part of everyone's life. And I guess we just want to say a big thank you, Deb, for having us a part of this whole project that you've been working so hard at, and we appreciate it on your end as well. So yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So let's do some jazz hands and some hearts.